Hey there. Hello, how do you do? My name is Harry Wetzel. Thanks for coming. It's the 80s, darling. Yes, it's January 1983. I'm going to have a date with my new girlfriend this weekend. I'm very excited about it. We spend all our relationship on the phone because she's got an exhaustive schedule and so do I. But this weekend on Sunday, we're going to get together. I am so looking forward to seeing her beautiful face. Yes. All right. Meanwhile, still working at the booze store. Yes. So, one bright day, it was Friday, in January 1983, somebody walks in. Some guy dressed in a rough-hewn leather jacket. He looks like a off-duty Montana ranch hand. And he's actually got a cowboy hat. And so this off-duty cowboy walks into the booze store. And he's walking around with his sunglasses on in his incognito. And he's humming to himself. Or is he humming to himself? What he's doing is saying, bum ba bum bum bum, ba ba bum bum bum, bum ba bum bum bum. And he's walking around the booze store, looking at the stacks, looking at the shelves, looking at the bottles, bum ba bum bum bum. He's not being very quiet about it, and is he just trying to attract a wine steward? Bum ba bum bum, ba ba bum, ba 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 bum bum bum. Or what is he doing? And I'm looking at the guy, ba 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 bum, and I'm going, this man is familiar. And it dawns on me that this is Hollywood movie star Mr. Tony Curtis. Dear listeners, Tony Curtis, a.k.a. Bernard Schwartz. You saw Some Like It Hot? Right. So anyhow, movie star walking around. Lewis saves the day. Lewis goes up to assist our ba-ba-ba-ba-ba movie star. May I help you? Baba. No, thank you. I'm just browsing. Well, Mr. Curtis, said Lewis, if you need any help, my name is Lewis. I'm always here to help you. Thank you, said Mr. Curtis. And went back to his ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. And he's saying, what's going on here? His outfit seemed to say, I'm incognito, please leave me alone. But his little tuneless song that he kept on humming, ba-ba-bum-bumming, seemed to be just the opposite of please leave me alone. Please notice, please help, please recognize me, perhaps. Perhaps that's what the deal was. He was just going to bum through the store until somebody recognized him. And when Lewis did, then, and perhaps only then, he's free to leave the store. Having been recognized, my mission is accomplished. I don't know, I postulate, I just guess. Look, how weird must it be to be a celebrity and have every one of your moves scrutinized on a constant basis, like I just did to Tony Curtis, just because he's famous? I wonder. Well, now it's the next Sunday. It's the next day. That was a Friday. Now it's a couple of days later. It's Sunday, and I am going to have a date with Magdalena. She's coming over to my house. Yes, she's coming over to visit, and so I cleaned the house very nice. We kept it tidy, but I cleaned it very nice, and I had some music in the background, of course, and all I had to do was wait for Magdalena to show up. Whoops. Yes, so I put on Giselle, the ballet, by Adolphe Adam, my LP to listen to in the background, and waited. Well, eventually she showed up. She came over, she came into the apartment, and I showed her my little apartment, my little apartment, and we sat down. I said, would you like some wine? And she says, remember, I'm only 18. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Sorry about that. Would you like some cranberry juice? She said, I love cranberry juice. Yes, I love cranberry juice. She said, I've had wine before, but I don't think I should drink it in the middle of the day until I'm a little bit older. And I said, yes, that's perfectly understandable. Let's have some cranberry juice. I got a couple of wine glasses and poured out some delicious cranberry juice. And we sat down at the dining room, living room table. And, yes, well, she was very happy because she had just had a very difficult test at City College. And she was very happy that she had done so well on it. And so we sat sipping our cranberry juice, and she was telling me about this test. And then she looked at me and she said, okay, I don't know how to tell you, so I'll just tell you. And then she just looked at me and didn't say anything. I'm like, oh, great. Nothing good ever comes after a sentence like that. I said, yes, please tell me what's going on. She says, my mother doesn't want me to see you anymore. I'm like, what did I say? She says you're too old for me. I said, I'm only 23. She says, yes. She says 5 years older is too much. And I'm completely shocked. I don't know what to say. I say, but she says, I don't think it would make any difference at all if you were Spanish. And she says she likes you, but 5 years is just too much time difference. So I won't be able to see you anymore. She said, my grandmother likes you very much. She says, you're okay. And I'm like, I loved her. She says, she likes you very much too. But I said, what did she think? She says, 5 years is just too much. Is there anything I can? She says, no. She stood up. She says, so I think I must be going. And I'm like, I can't believe this. So you're leaving? She says, yes, I've got to go. I said, can I have a hug? She says, yes, I'd like a hug. So we hugged. Our first and last hug. It was a sweet, warm hug. I looked at her in the face, looked in her beautiful dark eyes. I said, you are almost my first girlfriend in New York. She says, you were almost my first boyfriend ever. So she walked over to the front door of the apartment and opened the door. She turned back to me and she said, bye, Harry. I said, goodbye. And she walked out and gently closed the door. Great. What am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to utilize this to make myself a better person? I don't have an answer for that at all. So, what do? Hope for the best, expect the worst, and go back to work. Well, I look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Share out to your friends and comment. I'd be very delighted to hear what you have to think. All right. I look forward to talking to you again next time.